Both vice presidential candidates have told jokes recently to varying degrees of success, and as a comedian who is sometimes hired to help make speeches funnier, I have some thoughts. Let's start with Tim Walz. He had a couple of great zingers in his rollout speech yesterday, but the two things that I was most impressed with were timing and subtlety.
I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So
I shortened up some of that cheering because I respect your time, but his timing in the audience reaction curve was perfect for releasing his joke. So this is what an audience reaction looks like over time. And if you start talking here, which is kind of your tendency, you want to jump back in, keep the ball rolling, what's going to happen is the clapping or the laughing is going to stop. They're going to quiet down so that they can better hear your next thing. So you will kill the momentum right there if you start too early. If you wait till it's too late, if you wait till they're completely done laughing or clapping, you will also have killed the momentum. So what you want to do is you want to catch the audience around here where they've had enough time to finish, but not enough time to go all the way down to the bottom. Then you drop your joke zinger, and then they go back up even higher than before. And that's exactly what he did. And then the other thing he did is subtlety. He hit them with a reference that they were not expecting. Like, no one's expecting the actual candidates to make jokes about the couch situation, but he did it subtly enough that it still worked with his persona. So if he had said, by the way, that guy looks like he stoops a couch, he would be right, but it wouldn't work as a joke. It would be too weird. Instead, he made it a small reference that he knew everybody would get, but still has some plausible deniability and some Midwestern niceness. I'm very sorry to say this, but he couched the joke perfectly. Now let's compare that to the Diet Mountain Dew incident.
Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys.
I think every comedian recognizes this moment where you have what you think is a hot crowd, so you do some riffing. You say something that you think is maybe the best thing anyone's ever said, you drop the line, and the audience gives you crickets. It totally bombs. And what happens is you panic, but you have to keep talking. You have to cover the panic. So you try to find a way to stall. And what people do every time, what every comedian does, is they think for a second, they give an awkward laugh like they're amused at their own line, and then they tell the audience they are great.
I love you guys.
I know that moment well. I mean, it's a little different when I do it. With me, it's like, oh, I should try a different joke. I should figure out what to say instead. But with him, it's like, oh, I think I sold out everything I've ever believed and everyone ever loved to like hook myself to this monster so that I could try to get even just a tiny bit of power. And it's not working and everybody is mad at me. And all I want to do is go home and have a bad soda and a good sofa. But it's still similar. Like, I still understand where he's coming from. But why didn't the joke land? I mean, let's leave aside the fact that it's a fake premise and it's not true, and that the only time people say, oh, you can't say anything anymore is somebody who just said something racist at work. That's not the problem here, though. These people agree with his fake premise. The problem was he chose the worst possible punchline. Diet Mountain Dew doesn't make any sense here. First, they're the ones who are mad about drinks, right? This crowd is the people who are just like, hey, we think Bud Light tastes trans now, or whatever. So they're not ready to be like, those guys are mad at drinks. Like, it doesn't connect with them immediately. And then Diet Mountain Dew is just too weird of a choice of beverage. Mountain Dew is a delicious drink for people who hate their bodies. Making it diet is just confusing. So when you say that, they have a lot to think about. They're like, wait, was there a controversy about Diet Mountain Dew? Who drinks Diet Mountain Dew? Why are you talking about Diet Mountain Dew right now? And all that time thinking is them not laughing because it doesn't make clear sense. If he really wanted to say something that everybody in the crowd could have related to, he should have done something like this. People love to tell you you're wrong now. They love to tell you that your opinions are racist, or that your actions are sexist, or the way you're behaving and talking is exactly why I prefer to spend the week at mom's house. And actually, I don't even want you to pick me up on weekends anymore. I just do it because the judge says I had to. That would have resonated with everybody.